Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and can I bid you all a very warm welcome this evening to Parliament Building, Stormont, on this very special occasion on the 25th anniversary of the incredible Somme Memorial Flute Band from Bangor, County Down. Give them a round of applause. Fantastic to see such a great turnout of people here this evening, family and friends of this very special band, and we want to bid you a very warm congratulations. 25 years is an incredible achievement for any organisation, and to have a band of this calibre from Bangor in North Down is an incredible achievement, and something we can be all very, very proud of, and particularly yourselves for keeping the band on the road for so many years. Formed in 1998, it is very special to be on the road for 25 years, and I know this band is always impeccably turned out, and everybody here can testify to that, and they're incredibly well respected and regarded right across Northern Ireland and beyond into foreign fields. Marching bands are a very important part of our culture and heritage, and I think it is very fitting that we also mark this occasion as we are now into the Remembrance season. Our bands are a very proud part of our culture and heritage, and I am very proud to host this special reception here this evening. I would like to formally commend the band for their work right across the local community. I know you do a lot of work all year round, and as you good folks know, a band is not just for the 12th of July. It is 365 days a year. I know of being a part of a band is being a part of a special family, and folks like yourselves will know that very well, through good days but also through more difficult days as well. And certainly life brings challenges to us all, and we remember those no longer with us this evening. I know even from visiting nursing homes and so on too, that the positive impact that has. Even playing a few tunes in a nursing home on the morning of parades can be the highlight of people's years in some ways, and the social interaction and the benefits that brings is incredible. So I want to say a very special thanks to Elaine as well, from On the March videos. I think we'll give her a big round of applause. Her good husband Dave as well here on the video. I think we all enjoy their work right across the country, and it is great to see the enthusiasm that you have for our marching bands, which some people try and talk down and ridicule, and it is challenging in these days, but I think that we can be very proud of it. So well done folks for your work in the positive promotion of our band culture and our marching culture, which we should not be ashamed of and we should be very proud of. So again, have a great evening folks, and it's wonderful to see so many here in the Great Hall this evening. You're all very, very welcome along here to mark this special occasion. And I've just one more final thing I would like to do is just make a short presentation to the band chairman from myself to mark the 25th anniversary. Alex, so if you want to come up here, I'll give you a wee...
What was no free invite to the meeting?
There you are, this wee last presentation. Alex, for the band.
Thank you very much. Why use my one?
There you are, that's just a wee memento. Yes. And we'll hand over this evening then to our chairman. So a round of applause for Alex Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to put your hands together for our local MLA, Stephen Dunne. Thank you. Before we start, we all make sure our phones are on silent, please, because I heard a couple of wee bleeps when Stephen was talking in next door. Right. On behalf of the office bearers and the members of the Somme Memorial Band, I would like to thank Stephen Dunne, MLA, for sponsoring our historical visit to our parliamentary building of Stormont here tonight. We appreciate you giving up your time and welcome us here and to give us an insight in how our parliament works when it does. Thank you. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for attending tonight for the start of our 25th anniversary year. Thank you. The band's members also appreciate all the various organisations, bands that are represented here tonight. We as a band look forward every year to the various parades, indoor events and remembrance parades. This year alone we have paraded 30 times different functions, indoor functions and remembrance functions, and there's still another 4 to go. As chairman of the band for several years now, I can pass on how grateful we are as a band for all your support and friendship. Also, can I thank the wives, partners, mothers, fathers of our band members for supporting us. Thank you. I would now pass you on to our band president, who will invite a few of the founding members to say a few words. Our band president, Norman Espy. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Myself, Ian Douglas and David Devlin, with the help of some other guest speakers, will give you a brief history of the band to date and what is planned for our hopefully successful future. The Somme Memorial Band was officially formed on the 14th of September 1998. We used that date because it was the first meeting of the 15 original founding members. Having said that, a lot of the spade work was done prior to that meeting. The idea of forming a melody-style band was primarily the brainchild of one man, and I believe it is thanks to his persistence, determination and powers of persuasion that we're all here this evening. We are pleased to have him here tonight, and can I ask our founder member and the first band secretary, Richard Burridge, to come up and continue the story.
Thank you, Norman. Each person who joined the new band and started in Bangor in September 1998 had their own reasons for becoming involved with the band. Speaking for myself, I first joined the flute band way back in 1972. In the mid-1980s, I left the band scene, and it was not until about 1997 that I got a second wind, excuse the pun, for flute bands. I guess over my previous band on a few 12th parades and helped them out in teaching learner flute players. However, the band itself had moved away from being a melody flute band to blowing thunder. My real interest lay in melody, playing marches. It was at the field at Newton Ards on 12 July 1998 that Norman Espy, Stephen Kirk and myself discussed the lack of a melody flute band in Bangor. That conversation generated enthusiasm for filling that void. Please bear in mind that this was in a time before mobile phones, Facebook and WhatsApp groups. Former band members were approached about starting a part-time melody band to do a limited number of parades. Persons in other bands were not to be approached, but if they came to us, they were not turned away. At a meeting at Bangor Amateur Social Club on 14 September 1998, which was attended by 15 people, it was decided that there was sufficient interest to form a mainly melody flute band to attend limited parades. The first months of the band were busy. Instruments, new and second hand, and a second-hand uniform were purchased. Tunes were learned and practiced. Within a few weeks we had a name for the band, Somme Memorial. By December the band had met a fundraising target of £2,000. Much of this had been spent on the instruments and uniform. Despite the band never having paraded, bookings were taken for the main parades. Personally, I think this was down to Norman's standing in the loyal institutions. If Norman was in the band, presumption therefore was that it would be a quality band. The first parade was East Belfast Protestant Boys Band Competition on on Friday 21 May 1999. The next parade was the first Sunday in June to Killig, always a good warm-up for the marching season. Our first Royal British Legion parade was on 27 June 1999. We also did our first 12th of July and last Saturday in August parades. Finally, at that time, I do not think that any of us envisaged that the band would reach a 25-year milestone. Congratulations. Ian Douglas will now take a look back at the band's past years. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. As was already mentioned, the band was formed in 1999. Sorry, 1998. Started a year before I thought. I would just like to take a few minutes to go through some of the history of the band. As has already been mentioned, in 1998 we were formed. One of the first things we wanted to do was get our instruments and uniforms so that we could start our practice for the following parade season. Before we hardly blew a foot, we contacted the LL 1027 to see if we would accompany them on their 12th procession the following year. That we done, and that continued to be since. We got our first uniform second hand from Miller Oil for the band. We also purchased our first bass drum from him. 6 side drums were also purchased from Griffin Star. Some of the guys in the band already had flutes, but we bought some more. So the practicing started. To date, we've had 6 uniforms. This is uniform number 6. This is the first time we wore it tonight, this evening. Our other uniform we still wear is our tunics, our light blue trousers, or them in the winter. Keep us warm. The first 4 uniforms we had, you can see they're on the wee pop-up stand here in front of you. Just take a wee look at their legs and you'll see them. The top uniform is the first uniform we got, the second hand one. Moving on to different institutions and associations we take. We are very fortunate to also get a chance 14 years ago to take our WP 542. We would take every year for the last Saturday of August period. UDR Association we would take for their annual dinner. And I've made a lot of friends and a few new members from the association. The Apprentice Boys, we take them every year. The 2 parades in London and the Rooster Parade. The Royal British Legion, we take Remembrance Somme. There are many more. There's 2 more. I can't carry all on board with all the people we take and all the stuff we've done, trying to keep it short and sweet. The band have also done a number of trips to Scotland, and we have also travelled to Mullingar in the south of Ireland. That came about on Remembrance Sunday when we were in the British Legion. And a guy approached me out of the Irish UEM Association and asked if we would be interested in going down and taking it for St. Patrick's Day. So we put it to the band, and we've done that. And we're accepted very well down there. Bit of a strange feeling. We're up here, we walk through on the 12th day, and everybody's red hands and their Union Jack. You're down there, and everybody's got their tractors for that in your face. But it's a fantastic day. And we had a great time. The trips well, the doctors very well. We've also done trips to the Somme battlefield. The first trip we did, we had a lot of help from Thieful Lodge at LOL in 1916 with getting instruments and hats across. They went by boat and by bus So they took them for us. Meant we didn't have to take them on planes and flights. Very generous. We also helped us with our tours. So on the first day, late Gilly Wilson, who was travelling with Thief Lodge, decided to travel on our bus and to do tour guide for us. That helped to make that such a fantastic trip. More than what we had expected. As a result of that, Davey ended up joining the band. I think Frankie Anderson had a lot to do with that. I think he took me 6 months for him to talk him into it. Eventually joined the band, and as most of you know, played a big part in the band. We did not know this would be the first of many trips to Dunne and Somme. It's 5 times the band's been over to Somme now. During which time, Tommy Curtin and Nicky Gilmore started coming to the band as well to help Davey with Davey to plan and arrange our tours, which have done very well. 3 guys are very knowledgeable. If they don't know the answer to your question, at the end of the day, they'll find it out for you. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask Nicky, will you come up and say a few words?
Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for the band for the invitation for Lisa and myself. I got a text, Davey called him from young Harry for the invite. I thought I'm honoured, and then a forward text from young Harry from Ollie saying, would you say a few words? And I will say a few words, basically to link the Battle of the Somme to the Somme band. And if it wasn't for my albeit for our friend Davy Wilson, I wouldn't be here today. It was Davy that introduced me way back 2015. It's nearly 9 years ago. To come and help guide in one of the trips to the Somme. And it was just such a good trip. It was just, the weather was fantastic and everything just went according to plan. And you know, at that time I was really friendly with Davey, and he was a bit of a character. Sometimes going to his house, it was like going to P1. He took you into his house and he said, go in there son, you want me a cup of coffee? Being a military collector, sometimes you have to watch out for dodgy badges and whatever, so he'd have sat you down and he would have said, coffee or tea? Tea, coffee, Davey. Now, listen to me son. And he set 2 of each badges along the table. And he says, see, while I'm making you your coffee, says, you tell me what badge is fake. So I had to sit, like, being in the classroom and looked over these badges, and he would have looked over, and I went, that one's real. Good lad. And then he would have come over and explained to me, he says, your old mate was caught with that dodgy badge on eBay. So that's what Davey was like. If Davey could have helped you out, he would have helped you out. So, talking about the history, we have the name the Somme. And if you go to anywhere, if you go to England or whatever, and you mention the Battle of the Somme, the Battle of Somme becomes the darkest day in British military history. That's to the Englishmen. You have 57,470 casualties, pretty much in one morning. You have 19,240 fatalities dead. Now, when I take the schools over, I think that's important. You know, you're rhyming numbers off. Like when you say 19,240, Paul could probably spend that sort of money on a watch. But when you use it in figures as far as fatalities go, take 19,240 families and go to each family and say to them, 1st of July morning, your son's not coming back, your father's not coming back, your brother's not coming back. 19,240 becomes the darkest day in British military history, the Battle of the Somme. The Somme was an offensive. The battle that we know that the Ulster Division fought is called the Battle of Albert. Started the 1st of July, lasted just shy of 2 weeks. When we listen or we hear the word the Somme, and we're from Ulster, you're from Ulster or whatever, sorry Alec, but if you're from Ulster, originally born in Ulster, somebody mentions the Battle of the Somme, the first thing you do is perk up, give yourself an extra inch there, stick your chest out, so, oh aye, the Ulster Division. Because we're so proud. We're so proud that what the Ulster Division achieved on that day. Now, when you listen to historians, and they'll tell you the story, and we all know the story of the Battle of Somme and the Ulster Division. And something that really stuck with me when I was reading and doing a bit of research was they'll tell you the story of the Ulster Division, how they attacked and how they achieved their objectives. They did, especially from Tiapval or Thiepval Wood. On the left-hand flank, the historians call it a failure. On the right-hand flank, on the 32nd Division side, they call it a failure. A failure to capture the objectives meant the guns turned on the Ulster Division and all the reinforcements from Grand Corps pushed the Ulster Division back. They couldn't hold it. And this struck me that when I read about the Newfoundlanders who were on the left flank, when writing in the war diary, they had wrote all this great spiel of how this great advance had happened, and this thing struck me right at the end of the paragraph. Because they didn't capture their objective. He simply put, dead men do not advance well. You can't ask dead men to get up and capture an objective. The sacrifice has already been made. So with that, the Ulster Division had captured the Schwaben Redoubt, which was a fortified area. It held the high ground. It was very important to capture for the British. Ulster Division captured it, even up to the 5th line. They were in the D line of the German lines. The Germans needed it back because it held that high ground. It looked right down into Saint-Pierre de Vion and right across into Thiepval or Thiepval village. So when they couldn't hold it, the Germans just poured in, and with that we get our fatalities, we get our deaths. 1,792 young men. Ulster Division men. Again, it's only a number, but when you go to each household, 1,792 households will be told, your son's not coming back, your father's not coming back, and that's reality. But we are so proud of the Somme. We have our VC winners. We have the north side of the Yonker River. We have Quig, who survived the Somme and received his VC. Down in the Gully, we have Cather posthumously receiving a VC. And then from Tiapval or Thiepval Wood, you have Bell from Enniskillens, and you have probably the most famous McFadden winning a VC posthumously. So it is proud, we are proud of our Ulster Division, we are proud of what they did. And as I say, when you come from Ulster and you mention the Somme at all. But with that, this is where these guys come in. To take a name like the Somme in context, put it to a band, you have to show it dignity, you have to show it respect. So every time you go on the march, you have to be in your top of your game. I've been in bands on my days too. Davy called them out hammer and smash bands, blood and thunder. Just to say to me, you're a hammer and smashing some, that's not easy. But, you know, so you have to carry that name with pride. And this band carries that name with pride, the Somme. 2015, the character showed when, you remember it, like, it's about 30 degrees heat. Because we're down in Martinsart, because had done what he's needed to do, everybody was going to relax. And then the phone call came through from the Somme Association, 1st of July, no band to play at the Ulster Tower. Everybody pulled together. They had to learn the French national anthem. I could nearly play it at the time they finished and got up to the Ulster car. It was played that many times. A few squeaks and a few bit of shouting. But when they marched into the Ulster car on the 1st of July, with that name, the Somme Memorial Flute Band, amazing. Standing in 30 odd degrees heat, playing the tunes and finishing with the French national anthem and obviously our own national anthem. To me, that's one of the highlights. That's the character of the Somme band. Their name. Very late, he went up to Terry, the custodian of the tower at that time, and he says, I would like the young lads to get a visit into the wood, Thiepval or Thiepval wood. And I remember standing with Davy, and Terry says, we're very busy that day, Davy. And Davy just looked at him and says, we just pulled you out of a hole. And I think it's the least you can do. And he did, and he got the young lads down into the wood. From there, and I'll not keep this any longer, but from there, our next trip for the band was going to be a historical trip. The first time a band would ever march through a place called Armentières. Never has a band marched through there since even the First World War. So that was to be November. We were going to the tower, obviously. And Davy and I had went over ourselves and went to set it all up. Again, he had to make sure that everything was right. He was so particular. And I remember going down in the Armentières to meet the mayor, where I'd been in a small museum in Lorraine. And then we had went round to the square where they were going to march through, the route they were going to take, and it started to rain. And I mean rain, just like rain we've had this week. So I was standing with this fancy rain jacket on, these shower-proof trousers, and these rain-proof shoes, and I was getting wet. Davy was standing with like a wee ska jacket on, with a wee, curtain inside, pair of jeans on and a pair of trainers, and the water was bouncing off his hair, whatever he had in his hair, his Vaseline or whatever. It was bouncing off his head, but the rest of him was soaking. But he didn't care. He was so concentrated on making sure that he got all the information, what way the band was going to go, how it was going to get round, where it was going to stop at, and so on. And I remember running for cover. Got it done. Headed back to the wee car, and he says, stick the heater on, son, we'll get dried out in no time. And when they did, we got there, and again, magnificent. They just shone as they marched through Armentières. And to finish with this, the character of Davy Wilson as well was, when he did pass, the respect shown by the mayor of Armentières when they paid respect to him was enough for me. So, with further ado, I'd like to wish you all the best. Hope you have another 25 years. You're a bit to catch up in our band, the old boys, okay. But a magnificent band. I know you said you weren't expecting a plaque. I thought you would have got a few quid. Sure, that happens. You can stick the plaque on your mantelpiece. But anyway, thank you so much again. I'm going to pass over to Davy Devlin, hopefully.
Thank you. Very kind words and your support. Thank you very much. Might not be as long as that, but meet together. Just over the last 25 years, we as a band have been very lucky to have so many committee members and such a strong committee over the last 20 years, of which has always consisted of young members, which we encourage to sit and take a post on the committee. The future is looking promising for the band, and with our advertising and recruitment plan, new members take advantage of one of the flute and drum during classes, which have been a great success. There's been hard work at times, just to give you an idea how much it costs to kit the band out, to go on parade, uniforms, instruments, etc. talking about 35 to 40,000 pounds. That's a lot of money. This would not have been possible over the years, but for the generosity and hard work of the members, the public, and all of you here tonight. Thank you very much. We as a band really appreciate the support we have received. With your support, I have no doubt the band will continue to meet the objectives and to maintain the high standards that we have kept up over the years. Once again, thank you for all the institutions and the support that they give us. We love doing the parades, and our next 2 parades coming up are special parades to us, remembrance parades, and special to you all here, I'm sure. That's me finished now, folks. I would just like to take us on to now the tune, our programme for tonight. Our first tune tonight is going to be Onward Christian Soldiers. Onward Christian Soldiers was written by Sabine Berry and June, composed by Arthur Sullivan, originally called St. Gertrude. This will be followed by a smashing march we love playing by William Love. It's called Orange Field. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Takes us on to the next tune, which is a march that a lot of bands are playing, but it's one of our old favourites as well. Called The Adjutant, composed by Frederick Joseph. Thank you. The next tune, ladies and gentlemen, is a tune called The Heart of Oak, composed by William Boyce in 1759. And it's an old tune with the sailors, it was for the sailors mainly on the boats, and it was their heart of oak. tune to us and also the British Legion. It's called the British Legion March. This was written in 1912 by Thomas Bidgood, and it's the British Legion March. The next tune, ladies and gentlemen, most of you will probably know parts of it, maybe not all of it. So it's a favourite tune for us again, and it's called Happy Cry. ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of our first set. I'm going to pass you over to the chairman again.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. What we're doing now is what I call a couple of people up that want to express the gratitude to the band who have served with us over the last 25 years. The first one up now is from the Royal Orders. He's a friend of ours. He's very old. His name is Roy Nixon. He's from LL 1027. Roy has travelled with the band to France and Scotland. And he was supposed to go to Scotland last year, but his wife flung him down the stair the night before the event and broke his leg. So if you could hold up here, Roy, and say a few words.
To the members of the Somme band, distinguished guests, may I, on behalf of the worshipful master and brethren of Sons of Ulster 1027, pass on our congratulations to the band on your 25th anniversary. I remember the band, the build-up to the start of the band. That year, the 12th was in ours. It was raining. We were in the field waiting for a return parade. Richard was playing a flute and talking about the good old bands. Then about a new band. Not long after that, the song started. Sons of Ulster 1027 have had the pleasure of them parading with us ever since. It's a real pleasure walking behind their standard. Behind them, the standard of music and deportment is second to none. May I take this opportunity to wish the band all the best for the future, and hopefully they'll be leading us for many years to come.
Thank you. The next person up, please, is from the RBP 542, is a good friend, Ian Matcher.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the officers and members of all of Leaf RBP 542, I would like to congratulate the Somme Club band on their 25th anniversary. Also, we would like to thank them for their support over the past 14 years and for leading the conservatory so well. We have a great relationship with the band, and hopefully this will flourish over the years to come. Here's to the next 25 years.
Thank you very much. We're just going to fly through them because there's quite a few. The next representing Apprentice Boys in Derry, Browning, Bangor, is Wesley Irvine. Wesley, if you'd like to come up here, just while he's coming up, I'd just like to say a few words about Wesley. Wesley went to Scotland with us last year to the Apprentice Boys in Dunfermline, and he'll never be back. I can only say, he started on about being a politician and all that, and then he started telling me stupid jokes. And would you please do not tell any jokes? Thank you.
Thank you. I'll hear your words there. Just on behalf of the Bangor Running within and Derry, I also congratulate some of them on their 25th anniversary. I know the band is very active within the North Down area. I know they're doing the Remembrance service in sports this on Sunday, and also in Bangor the week after. And they're also coming out on the 2nd of December for the Chum of the history. So just would like to wish you all a very good future and here's the next 25 years. Thank you.
The next one up is the chairman of the Royal West Legion Bangor branch, who is Harry Fair. Harry travelled with the band 3 years ago to pay his respect to the film. Harry, if you would like to come up here and say a few words, please. Thanks for not signing me off. Do you need a stoish?
Honoured guests, ladies and
asked to say a few words at the 25th anniversary of the Somme Memorial Band, especially these grounds and the buildings of Stormont. I will start by saying that the band has been involved with the RBL, Royal British Legion, for many years, but mainly in our Remembrance Day parades during the year. I never really got the chance to say thank you for all their support and hard work. So thank you from all the officers, committee and members of the Bangor branch. I wish you all the best for the next 25 years, and I know you will attain your high standards as musicians, your turnout and your professional standing in the community. Thank you and good luck.
Next up now is from the Ulster Defence Regiment Association, Billy Best. The smallest soldier in the British Army. He's got
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, up to express my gratitude on behalf of the Ulster Defence Regiment Association Bangor branch. We formed in 1995 on the 14th of September, and as you probably listened earlier on, the band was formed on the same date 3 years later. So we've had a working relationship all along. Our branch has provided 3 drum majors to this band: Sammy Griffin, George Hoy, and the new boy at the back, Ken Blair. So who's just been promoted up here. Okay. A couple of days ago, I think within the last week, I got a phone call from the said Ollie Jones. Ollie, we're having a wee anniversary of Stormont. Would you like to come along? And I said, Ollie, I've got visitors from Scotland over. He says, bring them along. So Bill and Lynn's there. Tomorrow they're going to St George's Market for Belfast Pop. Okay, as you probably heard, Ulster, we were formed, yes, through that. Right, it has been a pleasure to march behind the band at the standard bearer. Marching is normally, most soldiers like to march rather than stand about, hang about, and get bored to death. But once you march, you feel relaxed. And there's a good band in front of you, a good bass drummer, you can nearly march all day. The band helped out on a few memorable occasions. Most of you may know Oswald Lemon used to be a local councillor in Bangor. His father, when his 100th birthday came up, and we decided to do something special, so we approached the Somme and we looked at the nursing home in Remembrance and Curly, and the band did a wee turn for Austin's 100th birthday. The band also do our annual dinner, which is normally in January, it'll be February this year. They do a little rendition after the meal. St Patrick's Day, they also take part in St Patrick's Day. And well, as you heard from the previous speakers, the band are well known in Bangor, and a parade wouldn't be a parade without a good band to march behind. So once again, Somme, we wish you all a very happy future, another 25 years. And there'll be younger people marching behind me. Thank you very much.
Just a wee bit of background. Probably 50 years ago, I joined the UDR and Billy was my first platoon commander. I don't know how I survived the first year. The first person to get ready is the officers. But there was people, but he stuck with it, Right, so the next one up is George Hoy. George Hoy is going to say a few words to know past members of the band. George, please.
I don't need a wee stool like some of them for me. However, listening to the band tonight brings back a lot of memories to me. I had the honour
of being a past drum major. And during that time, I had a wonderful, wonderful memories that I have kept to today. Also, the crack and the banter within that band is tremendous. And I miss it still today. The band itself, as you see, is made up with different ages. I probably was the oldest one when I was a drum major, as a young 70-year-old. And we have young fellas and old fellas. However, when they meet, they gel, and they produce top quality music. As you've already heard tonight, the series of melodies, marches, and hymns. The band itself, as already been said, travels all through Northern Ireland to compete in different parades, some near, some far. But the thing that impressed me about a lot of the band actually work, but never has a band failed to get a band on parade, which is a credit to those young fellas and the old boys, by the way, that's in the band. The band itself has not had its first civic reception. When we say travel far, we actually had a civic reception in France. Now, in France itself, I felt awfully proud to march in front of this band. And we paraded, we went to the memorial, and everything went swinging. We then went inside when they had a few drinks ready for us, and the mayor, Alex Jones, being not very good in the French, approached the mayor. Bonjour, mange tout. So I think the mayor looked at him and hopefully didn't fully understand that his Scottish accent. Hopefully he did, but he just smiled at Alex. I think that was all. Just take pity on him then. However, I would like to congratulate the band on behalf of its members on your 25th anniversary and wish you all the best for the future. Thank you.
Let's see Young Gordon Matchett, would you like to come up and say a few words, please? On behalf of the
Thanks, Ali. I'm here tonight with a couple of other members of New Garden Valley Flute Band, and it's been a pleasure to be here tonight to listen to the history and listen to all of the comments about the Somme Memorial Band. It's really been a privilege for ourselves to be here tonight and to come along and support the Somme Band. We're a melody band, the Somme's a melody band. We know how difficult it is to run a band, and it's great to see the song coming on so well, and it's fantastic. I remember sitting on a black Saturday on a bus with Norman Esby, and Norman told me they're trying to get a wee band put together all those years ago, and it's come to this now, so it's absolutely brilliant to see. There's also a good friendship between the two bands, even though we don't like Alec. But it's nice to have that friendship. We do socialise every so often with each other. If we remember where to go to karaoke, we forgot to.
That's a dick, that's a dick.
Yeah. But it's been a pleasure to be friends with this band. It's been a pleasure to walk behind this band on many occasions. You always know you're walking behind a good band when it's easy to march with them. And that's it. And it's never been a problem with the Somme Memorial. I would just like to wish, on behalf of New March Melody, you a lovely, another good, successful 25 years. Not that Alec will be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Not only is the melody flute represented here tonight, there's another 6 or 7 bands sitting in the audience, so Without naming you, I'd like to thank every single one of you. You know who you are for coming here and attending tonight. The last speaker, last but not least, is Elaine. She wanted to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, family, friends and special guests, I will not take too long. First of all, I would personally like to thank Stephen Dunne, MLA for North Down, for helping tonight, making it possible. My countless emails, all my questions, nothing was too much trouble. I hope I wasn't too much hassle. I'd also like to thank the events team, the caterers and the security team here in Stormont, and your assistance has been greatly appreciated. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Elaine Glass, and together with my husband Neil, we are on launch videos. And for some, we're those two agents who go to band parades week in, week out, rain, snow, and even sunshine this year. We trek up and down the roads, videoing and photographing our marching bands, but some people ask why. For us, the marching band scene is unique. It has been part of our lives since we were both young children. And through our marching bands, there is a wealth of music and talent and abilities. Its membership invests their time, dedication and commitment to their bands week in and week out. Many are self-taught and don't make cheap music. However, collectively they make tunes which sing. And behind every band is a group of tireless workers who organise, arrange and make it all happen. We see the marching band scene as a massive family, a family that is vital to our economy, to our society, within our communities, and is part of our culture and our identity. And we believe it is a scene to be preserved through video, to be nurtured for the future, and to be celebrated for everyone to enjoy. Neil and I have been extremely fortunate to have made great friendships, humbled by the kindness and the gratitude of individuals and bands alike. And that is why it is our honour and privilege to be here tonight on what we hope will be a very memorable and special night for those within the Somme Flute Band as they celebrate their 25th anniversary. Our relationship with Somme has grown over the last number of years, and we feel privileged to be able to consider each member as a friend. We have been made to feel so welcome from the outset, and now we feel almost like part of the furniture. Somme is full of characters, from the wonderfully shy and reserved Alec, to Sid, who never fails to give a welcoming hug, or Jim, who sends me countless messages asking is Somme going to be on the next edition of Banfan TV. And then there's poor John Hayes, who we always capture on camera when he's at his most vulnerable or feeling a little delicate the following morning. Whatever the situation and whoever is there, you can be guaranteed that the banter is mighty. You need to be thick-skinned, but be assured that it all comes from a place of warmth, kindness and affection. Our trips in Somme to Scotland have been memorable, and I don't think we have laughed as much as we do when we're there. The bus journeys are full of fun, laughter and song, and at the end of a long parade there's still energy for a wee dance and a few more tunes. And we even have a few videos that show the real Somme behind the uniform, but we'll make this for another occasion. It's difficult to find the words that sum up Somme Memorial, and most of you know better than we do what a fantastic bunch they are. Their consistency, music ability, their immaculate appearance, their bandsmanship, their love for their culture, the respect for their community, and the hand of friendship they show to everyone. The Somme Memorial is surely a family, and when one hurts, they all hurt. Tonight is a celebration recognising 25 years, but sadly there are those who are no longer here to share in this evening. But what a legacy they have left behind, a legacy that will continue to grow and to flourish, and for this we are all the better for them having been part of the Somme Memorial. So on behalf of Neil and I, we would like to wish Somme Memorial a wonderful anniversary year. We wish you every success for your next 25 years on March, and as a mark to mark this special occasion, we would like to present you with these specially commissioned hand-painted drumheads.
Photograph taker as well.
Okay, hold on, I have to put on.
We'll switch it on, take a couple. Elaine, we're very humbled at your kind words and the kind words of everybody else here tonight. The band is listening. Thanks from the bottom of your heart. Thank you. We're going to play another set and then we're going to have a small dedication at the end. But this is the end of the speeches from Stephen. Thank you and the other local councillors that's here tonight and everybody else. Thank you from the bottom of our heart to come and enjoy yours tonight. So I'll just hand you back over to Davey on to the second set. Thank you.
The second set is going to start off with a tune that's very close to our hearts. It's difficult for us to play sometimes because we think about our late David Wilson. This tune, he wanted to play this. The mayor had asked the band could they learn it to play on parade and to play also for him in his office. So the next tune it's called Parlez-vous, and it will continue on to Passenger. very much. Our next tune is called The Great War Melody to Us. It consists of Goodbye Dolly, Pack Up Your Troubles, Keep the Home Fires Burning, and finishing off with Tipperary.
You can sing if you want.
you again. The next tune we're going to play now is called The Old Orange Street. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our next tune is called Tell Me Man. The next tune was composed by a gentleman called William H. Turbin, and it's called Gallipoli. final tune of the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is one you all know. It's a regimental quick march, the British Army, Royal Irish Guards, and of course our old UDR, and it's called Civic. The first set and the second set there. It's been a pleasure and a great honour to be playing in front of you here tonight. And thank you once again, Liam and Neil, for having this here tonight, arranging this. I'll just pass it back over to Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Next week, we're getting near the end now. There's a few band members and a few people that's not here tonight. They're overseas and I've sent a couple of these meetings here. So I'll call upon our band secretary to read out the correspondence.
Hi, my name is Andy Hangman. I'm here based with James Stark, who's passed away last month. Our first letter is from Michael Dempster, one of our members. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure by this stage Alec has introduced me in his usual smart and formal manner that he is renowned for. I must start by congratulating the band for reaching its 25th anniversary and say a massive well done to everyone who has organised the event, doing all work behind the scenes to make this special night happen. There would be no band without the work these people put in, and everyone in the band will know who they are, apart from Harry. There's no work in that boy. I joined the band in 2014. I remember this because I would love for my grandfather to have seen this as he passed away the year before in December 2013. I had always been pestering my uncle David to bring me down and get me started. His rule was that I could not join before I turned 13. Now I know this is because the band isn't the best influence on a youngster, and many bottles of Buckfast later prove this point, despite my uncle's attempts to enforce a Bucky ban. On my uncle David, he taught me how to play the flute, but not only this, he also shaped me into the type of man I am today. I'm sure many others in the band can attest to this also. This type of mentoring is one that cannot be replicated, and I miss him very much for that. The way the band commemorates my uncle's memory is a feat of remembrance like no other, and it is much appreciated by myself and all the family. That is the end of the doom and gloom, as he would have called it. Now I know how much you all miss me, but some of us have the ability to go to university, and went to grammar schools to do that. Fat John and I are the only intelligent ones in the band for that matter. I would love to have been with you all tonight for the occasion, but my commitments over here in Liverpool have kept me elsewhere. I will toast the band to many more anniversaries, and the Somme Memorial Flute Band will hold a very special place whatever I might go on to. There is not a better bunch of people to call a band family. To finish in typical fashion, and to have those poignant words spoken out from Stormont, Qui separat, who shall separate us? The next letter is from Tommy Lang. Good evening, gentlemen. Congratulations on reaching your 25th anniversary. And to be able to celebrate it in this evening in such glamorous surroundings. It was an honour and a privilege for myself to not only accompany the band on its last visit to the Somme, but being asked to play at all the events that have been arranged, from visiting the smallest of gravesides to a town hall banquet. During this visit, it became apparent very quickly, not only to myself, but to all distinguished guests and friends that were accompanying the band, the friendship shown to all. And for those memories that will be with me for the rest of my days, I thank you all. After returning from the Somme and talking to my own band members about the trip, it was decided to invite the Somme Memorial to be part of the Lark Hall Purple Heroes annual band parade. They duly accepted and have done for the last few years, to the delight of not only our band, but also to the public of Lark Hall. And all visitors and supporters of this parade, we hope to see you again very soon. Thanks for letting me go on a bit, but before I close, I thank you all for the friendship made not only by myself, but between the two bands over the last 2 years. And I hope this lasts for many years to come. If allowed, during your evening celebration, could your band president raise a glass to a gentleman who made me not only very welcome, as you all did, but with whom I became close friends, Davy Wilson, and all absent friends. Good luck and enjoy your evening. The next one's from Tommy's band, Lark Hall Purple Heroes. Congratulations to the Somme Memorial Fruit Band on your 25th anniversary. We hope you have a wonderful evening from the committee and members of the Lark Hall Purple Heroes Fruit Band, Scotland. The next one's a wee bit longer. It's from somebody called John Stanley. My long-term association with the band all came about when I first started coming over from Liverpool to go to band practice on a Thursday evening. Some of the members couldn't believe I was just over for band practice, and I still try and get over now and then, when possible, with work commitments. To be asked to join the Somme Memorial Fruit Band was such a proud moment for me. The welcome I received was amazing, and I can't thank you all enough, the committee and band members, for accepting me into your band. I would just like to say congratulations on the first 25 years as a fruit band, and for many more years to come. Well done, lads. I hope you have a fantastic night. Up the Somme. I can remember when I first saw and heard the Somme Memorial Fruit Band, it was roughly 10 or 11 years ago in Bangor, County Down. Me and my Mrs. Val were in Bangor to watch the 12th of July parade that year. And as soon as the band came past, I was hooked on them. What a sight the band was. The tunes and the band played were perfect. The band was so smart, and the decorum of the band was amazing. It was second to none. We were staying in the Days Hotel in Belfast City Centre, but instead decided to stay all day and night in Bangor. We didn't know our way around, but we asked a few people, are there any bands playing anywhere? We got told in the Bangor Lodge Hall, so we made our way up to there, and my missus was having second thoughts. And I said, well, okay, but come on, let's just go in and see what it's like. We went into the hall upstairs. It was full, couldn't move. Everyone just looked at us being strangers. But oh my God, we've never been made so welcome as that anywhere. A few band members came over and asked who we were, and I explained who we were and where we were from. I told them I used to be in two bands in Liverpool, the Garston True Blues Flute Band and the Highfield Loyalists Flute Band, and I was a member of the Loyal Orange Lodge and the Apprentice Boys in Liverpool. We were just going to leave because it was that full, but some of the band members got people to move around, and they made room for me and my Mrs. Val. The band lads even got us a table for our drinks. It was a fantastic welcome from the band and the lodge members and their partners and friends. We cannot thank you enough for that day. We even got a few free drinks off the band, which went down well. The band played well in the hall, and I said, this is amazing. And then to get asked if I would like to join in the bass drum, I jumped at the chance. I've even come over from Liverpool and been to band practice. I still can't believe I was asked to join the band. The next letter is from Falkirk, No Surrender, Falkirk No Surrender, I would like to wish our dear friends of the Somme Memorial Foot Band a very happy 25th anniversary. Since our very first meeting, we formed an amazing friendship with all the boys in the band. You are a truly fantastic bunch of guys, and we are so proud to be associated to you. I hope you have an amazing night celebrating your milestone of 25 years, and we look forward to welcoming you back to Falkirk in June for our annual rally. Congratulations once again from your friends at Falkirk No Surrender, Sam Monteith, worthy President of any 3D Fiji. And that's the end of the correspondence.
We're getting near the end, guys. No wait, another 25 years before you have to sit through all this again. I'd just like to ask the Assistant Chairman to step forward, please. Said he's a wee bit slow, he'll take a minute. Up in here. Chairman, son.
Could Elaine and Neil please come up, please?
At the front, don't sneak in the back door.
I would like to present to you these flowers in token of gratitude and appreciation for all the organisational work that we've done for tonight. To make this happen, and also for all the unpaid work that both of you do travelling around Northern Ireland, Scotland, and more recently to the battlefield of France. Getting all the national bands out there on social media, live streaming of band parades, orange parades, and special band functions. The one tonight. On behalf of the Somme Memorial, we thank you.
Secretary there. There's only another few presentations to go, so could I ask founder member number 1 to come up here? Richard, please. I'd just like to present you with this plaque as a founder member of the band, and thank you very much for your hard work. Thank you very much.
I like this is unexpected.
Somebody give a wee shout. No, I'm not running here, he's not the quickest. Number 2 founder member, Norman Leslie. Thank you very much, Norman. Ian Douglas. Ian's a wee bit slow as well. That's him. The plastic hat. You can't go to the bonfire and up and right before it. Thank you very much, Ian. Well, Flute Master David Devlin. David, would you like to vote, please? Thank you very much. Listen, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed your evening. I know there's been plenty of speeches and all that, some of you might have been bored. They're hard lines. Right? Again, thank you for On the March, for sponsoring us and everything you've done. Now, I get the page now. There is more, bonus. There we go. Could everybody be upstanding, please? That can stand. If you're unable to stand, just see where you are. I'd like to be upstanding. Right? The reason the band took our name, the Somme Memorial, was to remember all who died in conflict. Just what Nicky Gilmour said, he gave you a quick synopsis of the Battle of the Somme, and why, and where, how, when, and what happened. We appreciate that, Nicky. Thank you very much. Right? Remember, we're here tonight to remember the men who died in conflict, fighting for our freedom, for Great Britain, especially those of the 36th Ulster Division, who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Let us now take 1 minute of our time to remember our own special absent friends. Band absent friend 1, Sam Driven. Band absent friend 2, David Walton. Band absent friend number 3, Ian Stirrer. We will remember them.
We will remember them.
Harry.
They shall go down as we are left go. Age shall not wane, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember.
We will remember them. Jack.
When we go home, tell one of us and say, for your tomorrow we give our today.
Stephen.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, Creator of heaven and earth, we thank you for a wonderful evening of music and fellowship, the marvelous milestone in the history of the Stormont Word for family. We thank you for giving those who formed the Stormont Word for family the foresight and the courage to do so, and for the dedication and commitment of those who have continued in their footsteps for the last 25 years. We ask you, Lord, to bless all the members of the band and those associated with it, and that they will prayerfully march on and through you will continue to provide a wonderful service to this community and forever honour those who fought and those who gave their lives for freedom on the fields of the Somme. Lord, as we now depart, please return us all safely to our respective homes, until we meet again, keep us safe in your loving care. To you, Lord, to the honour and glory of all times. Amen.
The national anthem. Band, ready? Band to the right, dismiss. Thank you very much.